everyone, and welcome to iCrafter. Today I'm going to be showing you the iCrafter Box Pop Oval Base die set, as well as how to assemble the Box Pop Oval Base and how to embellish using this die set. So to get started here, I have all the pieces laid out that you are going to get with the Box Pop Oval Base die set. You're going to see on the right there, that is your large piece that is going to cut the actual oval base. You also have a little tab so that you can have additional pop-up features. You're going to have two drop-in pieces that are going to drop into that top portion of the oval base box pop die set. You can see right where that little notch is. That is exactly how it's going to pop in there, and I will show you that later on. You have two different pop-ins here, one that's going to create a little slit for additional pop-up features in the center, and one that's slightly offset. So you're going to be able to have those two different features there. The Box Pop Oval Base die set also comes with everything you need to create a little floral masterpiece. So you have different flowers, 3 different flowers with 3 different centers, a leaf, as well as a stem. So let's get started. I'm going to show you the basics of how this Box Pop Oval Base assembles and how you put the base together. And then later on, we will complete a full project. So in order to create your oval base, you're going to need 2 pieces of 6x6 paper. You can use heavy-duty cardstock. I recommend that you use something heavy-duty, but if you have a heavier pattern paper, that will also work great. For this demonstration, just to show you how the Box Pop Oval Base comes together, I'm just going to use some simple cardstock. You're going to want to temporarily adhere your Box Pop Oval Base, that is the large piece, onto your cardstock so that it doesn't shift. And then if you want to, you can choose one of the drop-in pieces that's going to create the extra slit for additional die cut pop-ups. I chose to go with one from the center and one that cuts off to the side. You will see that little notch in the die so that you know exactly how to line that up. Now I'm showing you here that there are crease lines in the Box Pop Oval Base die cut, and they will easily crease down, but you do want to reinforce these folds. So here I am just using a bone folder to really reinforce these folds, and I'm going to go ahead and just fold all of them. So you're going to see that there are a number of crease folds. In fact, there are 5 places that you're going to want to fold to create the Box Pop Oval Base. It's very easy to follow because, like I said, the die has the crease lines already pre-scored into your paper. Once I'm all done, you're going to fold this together, and the crease lines kind of give you a guide so that this is just going to fold together. So you're going to have half an oval with a long rectangular strip in the front. This little tab is where you're going to want to add your adhesive so that you can adhere the first half of the Box Pop Oval Base together. You can use liquid adhesive or double-sided adhesive, whichever you prefer. I'm using a strong liquid adhesive so I can be sure my box will hold together. Add a little bit onto that little tab, and then just fold that rectangular piece down onto it. Give it a nice bit of pressure and a little bit of time to adhere, and you're going to see that here is half of your Box Pop Oval Base. You will want to repeat this process with the second die cut oval base piece, and then when you put them together, you'll see that you have a full oval that forms. So off camera, I went ahead and did the same process and added a bit of adhesive onto that little flap, folded the rectangle over onto it, and now you can see here I have 2 halves of an oval, and you can see they are just going to come together to form that oval base. Here's where you're going to want to add adhesive onto the back of one of the ovals as well as to the little tabs to fully adhere your oval base together. Now, when you are completing a project, you will want to add your pop-up items to this area before you adhere them. And you'll see that as we complete a full project. For this purpose, right now, I'm just showing you how to adhere so that you can completely form your oval base. I'm going to add that adhesive onto the back of one of those ovals as well as those little notches, and then give that a press and just a minute to fully adhere. And then you can see here that you have a full oval now. Once those are adhered, I like to bend these back and forth so that I can make sure that all the crease lines are fully reinforced, and this will fold flat and go into an envelope easily. Now we need to complete the oval base by adding some adhesive onto these little notches. You can see there's notches that will go right into the tabs, and then I like to just add adhesive right onto that tab and fold over the flap from the other side. The easiest way for me is to fold that flap over and then just adhere the other side of that rectangle onto that flap. And you're going to want to repeat the process on the other side. So again, fold over that little tab, add some adhesive, and then just press that other side of the oval base onto it. And then once this is done, just give it a minute to adhere, and you're going to have a completed box pop oval base. So right now it's flat, so it will fit into an A2 envelope, which is the most awesome thing about this die set. To pop up the base, just simply push in at the sides, and you're going to see that those notches grab onto that outer portion of the oval base, holding that in place. To push down and flatten this again, you just push right in the center, and you'll see that pop down. So now you have a completed box pop oval base. Now let's go ahead and create a full project with the pop-up elements. Off camera, I have die cut all of the necessary pieces for this card. So you'll see here that I have already cut 2 pieces of the main box pop oval base die. And then I have the couple of stems, some leaves, and I cut all 3 of the flowers from 4 different colors of cardstock, and all 3 of the centers from some glitter cardstock. That is a great way to dress up your box pop oval base cards, even more than having that extra surprise of dimension in a pop-up card. If you use some fun foiled papers or glittered papers, it's going to give an extra wow factor. I'm just going to begin assembling my flowers onto these stems, just building up with the leaves and then some flowers and some centers until I have all of my flowers arranged how I want them to be. Now let's go ahead. I've sped this part up, but I'm going to show you again very quickly how to assemble the box pop oval base. So I already reinforced all of my crease lines. I added some adhesive onto that little tab, and then I'm going to fold over that rectangular portion and give that a minute to adhere, and that will create both halves of my box pop oval base. Now here's where you're going to want to add some adhesive onto the back of your oval, kind of like that center half. This is when you are going to add in your dimensional elements. So for my flowers, and I like to start in the center and work my way out, but there is no rhyme or reason to how you want to add your flowers on. I'm just going to stick them into the adhesive, and remember, you can use any adhesive that you like. If you like a dry tape runner adhesive, that will work perfectly well. I'm just going to adhere my little stemmed flowers onto the back of the first half of my oval, and you have, I cut the box pop oval base. One half has the center slit cut into it, and the other half has the slit cut off to the side. And I'm going to show you later on how you can adhere even more dimension to your box pop card. So now I went and added adhesive to the back of that oval, and I'm going to line that up with the notches and give that a second just to adhere and press that together. When you cut the box pop oval base, you don't have to add those extra drop-in pieces for the extra dimension, but you can, and now I'm going to show you how they are used. There is that little rectangle piece that will cut out almost like a little arm for you to add some extra dimension. There's a score line, and you're just going to fold that over, and that piece is going to adhere down inside of your box pop oval base, and you can add some extra elements on here. So I took one of those arms, and I adhered some flowers onto that, and then I just kind of tucked that down into the box pop oval base with a little bit of adhesive. You can see me doing that here. Now for this front flower, I didn't want that to obstruct the view of my little garden in the center. So instead of using the original crease line, I'm going to actually cut on the crease line and create my own crease line so that this can be a little bit lower in the center. And then you just tuck that down into the slit with some liquid adhesive or dry adhesive and give that a second to adhere. and you can see my little garden is just about complete. All that's left to do now is to assemble the rest of the ring around the top of the box pop oval base. So just like before, I'm adding some adhesive onto that little flap and then folding down that outer ring, that rectangular piece there. And here is my box pop oval base all complete with that pretty little garden of flowers. And that slit in the front and in the center is going to give me some extra dimension. So you can see at the back of this card I used the slit that was off to the side. And in the front I used the one that's dead center so that you can have a full garden. It's a whole 3D garden. It's so amazing. To collapse the box pop, you're just going to press in the center and it will collapse down and you'll be able to put this into a regular envelope. To fold this up, you're just going to press at the sides and the box pop oval base will just pop right up. I hope you've enjoyed this introduction to the box pop oval base die set from iCrafter. We can't wait to see what you make. Bye!